You know, didn't bother me that I was going using my gas or any of that stuff like that. It was the simple fact that before COVID, I'm always a stickler. Like anybody knows me, I'm like hand sanitizer, and it's just I'm always like washing my hands and everything like that. So the simple fact that I'm going at home, so I'm wearing a mask. I just want to protect myself, and I know that whatever gets clean in here is clean because I'm doing it. I know that I'm thoroughly doing every single thing. So that was just something that was like, yeah, it's time for me to just go ahead and do this. So I took the leap, and I was looking at another building, and the people from the company, they were like, they were like, we don't know where this is at. And I was trying to explain to them, and I was like, maybe this was God's way of telling me I didn't need that building, and this right here was suffice enough, and it was good. So I was fine.
I love to hear these stories of when the whole world is in an uproar from what's going on. You found a way to start a business. Well, you already started a business, but you found a way to level up your business, invest in your business, because you saw the bigger picture. And guys, I'm in here right now, and she got these great things on the wall, like self-motivations, like grind, success, pressure. This things that help lift our kids up. So I got a question. So as I put in the first flyer, as your opinion, as a tutor, do you see a huge problem with the educational school system in Orangeburg County Consolidated District? Now, I know they will cover me. In Orangeburg Consolidated District County, do you see a huge problem?
Yes.
And concerning, well, I'll let you speak to your reason, and what is the biggest problem that you see?
It's not how it was before. When I was going to school, you had teachers that really cared and had compassion and made sure that, oh, you're going to get this. Just like you said,
with the attitude.
Yeah, you're going to get this. And it wasn't about, I'm going to tell my mama that you were basically getting smart with me. It wasn't even about that. It was appreciating the sternness and everything. And it's just, when you go now in schools, it's just totally different.
It is.
And it's like the student to teacher ratio is ridiculous. So the teachers, I'm not sure if it's the fact that they don't have enough time or what it could be, but a lot of the students are kind of like getting by. Why? Not only, well, the thing is the grading system has changed. That's one thing.
When it dropped down 90 to 100?
Yeah. The B's are now C. I mean, what is it? The C's are now B's or something. Yeah. It's like, you know, the F's
are D's now.
Yeah.
No, because everything dropped. Like everything, like what used to be a B was an A. It's almost like they went to the college scale.
Yeah, so everything basically changed. Like, so the 69 for us was an F, but it's a D for them. So it's like, I want my child to be learning, but it's 30 students. If you have one that's misbehaving, it causes an issue, ripple effect, and then the next thing you know, you're faced with the kids not getting the full understanding of anything. I'm not sure if it's because it's not enough resources or what, but it's an issue going on in the school system. It's not enough teachers now, of course, but still, it's like,
it's a big problem.
It is.
And you trying to be one of the assets to help counteract. I'm trying to be careful because I got a whole bunch of teachers out here that I'm friends with.
Me too.
Who try, and you know they tell me their hard problem is, and it's kind of working them out. And teachers, like I said, their biggest battle is the administrators.
I agree.
And having to teach a test versus teaching how to learn. Like, I'm not teaching you a skill, I'm teaching you a test.
Well, I tell you another thing, that's true, but it's like the teachers have to finish this amount of curriculum in a certain amount of time. So it's like, if this student is, having an issue with multiplication, they can't just wait on this student. They have to keep going because it's something that the state is requiring. So that's something else. So it's like what some of the teachers used to do as far as like holding you after school and stuff. They don't have time for that anymore because they have to, this week they have to be done with this, and next week they have to be done with this because, it's map testing coming up after that. So it's like teachers don't have enough time. That's why it is the issue.
So in your tutoring experience, do you see the tutor more males or females?
It varies. It's both.
Just over time, which one you think you're a tutor more? If you think it's even, I'll let that right.
When I first started, it was males because that's what I started with, was males. But then it became evened out because it was the simple fact that the kids were not grasping it. Just like I said, you got to be finished with this by this week in order to go to the next thing. All the teachers have to be on the same accord, and they have to be finished this. So it caused kids to start lagging behind.
But I really think that I'm trying to make sure I guide my words out of my mouth very carefully. Sometimes I really believe that. That's why I like tutors. I really believe sometimes the educational system leaves boys behind more, because it seems to me that girls grasp, even in the classroom environment, girls seem to grasp it. And I'm not saying girls, let me say females seem to grasp it a little bit more faster. So in your experience with tutoring, if you had to teach a boy and a girl the same thing, you notice that boys are more like, let me grab you this, more interactive versus the females, or what's your experience with it?
I don't really see it that way. During the summertime, it was even an equal amount of girls and guys. So I don't know. I don't really see it that way. I think that it just depends on the individual.
Okay.
It really does. It depends on the individual. It depends on how quickly they're able to grasp the concept of what's going on, because not everybody learns at the same pace. So that's how I see it.
Okay. Here we go. Okay, so you're in this building. You've been here for a year.
Not a full year.
Not for a year.
No, not a full year.
You say 6 months. That's point to my next question. You can guesstimate it. I don't even know the sign. I want to know you sound to me. Just a guesstimation.
About 4.
Okay, 4 months. Have you noticed an increase? Let me tell you what I'm mad to, but I ain't get on that then. But it could be actually.
Go ahead.
Have you felt an increase in your business?
Yes.
You've been in the building?
Yes.
Okay. So I got a question. So a guy like me, if you we had never linked up for the interview, I would have never known you had a tuning service. I want to know where to look. I want to know when to see it.
Well, I have a Facebook page.
I got a question. Now this one I get on your friends. Have you posted your business flyers in your card, your Facebook page?
I do. I post it. I get people that repost it, and
they ain't working hard enough. Cause I know we got a lot.
I need some new friends.
Our mutual friends is you might have some new friends.
I need some new friends.
Cause our mutual friends is pretty high. It probably is it's pretty high. I mean, I'm friends high.
I don't have any Facebook friends though, so yeah, that's the thing.
But I don't know why. Just that. Why haven't I seen it?
I have no idea.